Hello, party people. Hi, it's Randee for Thunderhorse Descendant, and today is just a quick video to show you how I finish off my necklace when I am using the 0.3mm Walmart special doubled up wire. Okay, so I've already beaded up my necklace, and I'm just going to be focusing here on the end. So I have, let me zoom in. I have 2 strands, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to use a bead cover, a wire guardian, and a crimp tube. Super simple. This might be a little close. Okay, so what we do is once you've gotten to the end of your beading, you're going to take your crimp tube and you're going to put that on there like so. Okay, easy peasy. Then you go with your wire guardian and you're going to put both strands. So you're just utilizing both of these strands like they are one strand. Okay. So put that through there. And then you're going to go back around the wire guardian. Now, this is just how I do it. There are tons of ways to finish off necklaces and stuff like that. But this is the easiest, quickest way that I have found to be finishing off when I am using this wire. Okay, so now it looks like so. So I'm just going to pull this not super tight. And another thing, you just want it to make sure that there's no business going on up here in your wire guardian. But the other thing is you might want to lift up your piece. I know you guys can't see this, but I'm lifting it up because you can see when I lifted it up and the slack came out, there's a significant more wire there. And so I'm going to, again, give it a little tug down just so it's tighter. Now, you don't want this beadwork to be so tight that it's like having trouble moving, because it's going to move. You want it to move. You want it to have enough give to where it's not, the beads are going to be so pushed together that they're going to crack or anything like that. So once you've figured out that situation, you're going to also be using a bead cover. So you want to give enough space where, because that bead cover is going to choke up some of your slack. So what I do then is I go in, I squish my guardian. You don't have to squish it. That's a personal preference for me. If you're real concerned, you can even tie a knot here in this, just an overhand knot in this extra wire. Then you put your ends back together and you can go back through a couple of beads on your strand. Okay. So you can do that with, again, both the strands. Now here's the thing. If you do this, you're going to just pull it so it's, once you get it down there, and then you're going to give it a tug. When you do that, you're going to hear it. And you're also going to feel it pop in. And you can tell that it's going through those beads. So there it went. So now I'm going to pull these down, just make sure that everything is working correctly. And I'm going to take my flush cutter and I'm just going to cut that up as close as I can to the bead and be done with the tail. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my crimper. So this is your crimper. On your crimper, there's 2 holes. You can see them right there when I put my finger over it. So you have one that looks like macaroni, closest to the handle, and then you have this little eye. Okay. So the first part that we're going to do is we're going to go into the macaroni. Now what you want to do, you can see how on this side of the plier, there's just, excuse me, it's just round. And we're going to put this bead in there. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that your wires are separated, because that's the whole point of the crimping. Okay, phone. Come on. Maybe like this. Maybe this is better. Is this better? I guess so. Okay. So you want to make sure they're separated. You're going to put your bead in the round part and go ahead and give it a little squish. Now you don't have to Hercules it or anything like that, but you can see how it squished the two wires apart. Okay, now, so you went like this. Now you're going to turn it. See how this is? And we're going to put it in the second notch. Okay, and the purpose of this, so you put it in there like that, and we're going to fold those edges over on top of each other. Okay, so now you can see it's pretty well crimped. And then we're going to go in with the bead cover. Bead covers are a personal preference, in my opinion. I like to use them simply because I don't like to look at that squished bead. And then you just pop that on over the top and give it a squish. When you go with your plier, you're going to kind of want to go, squishing and then kind of in a round motion to get it to close up over each other. Okay, so now this is ready to have the end put on. Now you can use any kind of end that you want. I'm just going to use a lobster claw because that's what I have handy. This one is actually kind of small for this necklace, but for the purpose of this demonstration, that is what we're going to use. I don't think I have a bigger one. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so get some jump rings. Out of here. Ooh. And I'm going to get an extender out of my little box of extenders that I keep handy. Obviously using the same bright silver color. Okay. So, like I said, this is how I do it. I am going to use an oval jump ring. Okay, and the reason for that is because the oval jump ring, is going to offset the weight, and it's not going to put the weight on the weakest part of the link. You know, like you are the weakest link. There's a reason they say that. So we're going to twist. We're always twisting. You don't want to pull apart, because then it will never go back together. So you want to twist it. And then you're going to put on your lobster claw. Okay, close that back up. I give it a little wiggle, make sure it's on there good. Okay, so you can see it's offsetting the weight. This part and this part is not on the weakest part of the link where we put it together, and that's why I like to use those. So we'll just do again to the other side. Put that on there. I'm going to put my extender on this side. And I'm also going to take this round jump ring, and again, personal preference, and I'm going to just put a bead on. This is actually a spacer. And then I'm going to stick this on the tail of my necklace. And I just do that as a little design element. I think it makes it feel a little more finished when I do that. Okay, so let's zoom you out. So now you are able to connect your necklace. It is finished. This is what it looks like. There you go. And that is how I finish my necklaces using the 0.3 millimeter Walmart special wire. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to put this under the how-tos on my website. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave those in the comments section, and I will leave my logo up here on the screen for you so you can subscribe if you want. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.